Now the new Discovery is packed with a lot of premium features. It's loaded with a whole lot of really high-end material, and it's brimming with technology. And what's interesting is that from a positioning point of view, Land Rover is still saying that this is the quintessential family SUV, and that's how it is going to be marketed all across the world. And that is also why the big focus then becomes the cabin space and the different sort of combinations and permutations you have with that space. Now everybody says this, the new Discovery looks nothing like the old one. You just have this one little element that's been carried over as a bit of an homage to the old car, which is this incongruous asymmetric sort of design element, but really that's more a design brief than what you would pick up as an ordinary consumer. Now the other thing that's not there is the split tailgate, which is again like almost a signature of the car, which is a little bit of a pity. But to compensate for that, you now have what is called the inner load floor. So it's automated, of course, a button press and out it pops. If you think it's fragile because it's automated, don't worry, it can take up to 300 kilograms of weight. And if you're wondering what happens if I forget to fold that up and I just start to shut this, well, don't worry, it's going to fold up on its own. So those are a lot of combinations, and don't worry, I'm not going to take you through each one of them, but what I am going to do is show you how to get into the third row. Is it easy? Is it tough? I don't know, let's find out. The good news, at least getting the seats to move is easy because it's partly automated, of course, and even sliding this forward, no effort whatsoever. All you have to do is quickly just climb on in. Now remember that you can also lower the height of the chassis if you want to, because you know, for some people it might be tough to get in, so it could come down. There's a lot of play there. Right now it's at its normal height, which is fine for me, and all you have to do is get in, and there you go. It's pretty easy, just climbing into the back. The ease of access really comes from the fact that the floor has been smartly designed, so it's kind of flat and low, and the rear suspension as well has been designed in such a way that it frees up a little bit of this extra space below the floor as well, what would typically have been taken up by that, which makes the third row that much sort of roomier and more spacious. So let me get the seat back, and it kind of comes back into place on its own. Now since this second row can be sort of slid forward or back, you could create a little extra leg room back here, so it's a little cramped for me right now, but I have to say, when it comes to these third rows, it's not always a very exciting place to be, and especially for adults. Now Land Rover makes the claim that this is a car that can seat adults even in the third row, and I have to say that this is not bad. It's pretty comfortable. Now cabin space is a given in a car like this, but the other thing that's a given these days, lots of connectivity options and multimedia. So yes, this touch screen pretty much does it all, and all the different occupants can get a Wi-Fi hotspot. Multiple devices could be linked to it, and you've also got USB spots all over the car, so you can charge your phones or your iPods or whatever. And the screen itself is customizable. You can move these little icons around. There's also the in-control apps, remember, which allows you to access news and other information. In India, JLR also offers the NDTV app, so it's always a good thing to have. The screen, like I said, is pretty intuitive. You can configure it. You also have the seat settings on it, so all the automated seats, well, you can control them from the screen here as well, which is nice. And the car is designed around this sort of family utilitarian use, like I said, so there's also lots of storage options which are new. You've got cup holders here, for instance, and then you can slide those cup holders in, and you get this deep pit here where you could even put iPads inside, so it's nice and deep. And there are 21 storage options on this car, 21, including one nice little concealed hidden panel behind the HVAC system controls. I can put my sunglasses in there. I never know where to put those. They're always bobbing about in the cup holders. That should keep them safe.